Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us this morning. Glad you could join us here on a Tuesday morning. This is Matt Tour. I'm an annuity specialist here at IAMS. Been here for over a couple decades, seeing a great year this year on rates, highest rates we've seen in 20, 25 years. I have to go back to the mid 90s to see interest rates as high as they are right now. And the government's been holding rates down for over 20 years. So excellent opportunity in that annuity space right now. We're seeing a lot of business coming in on both fixed and indexed annuities. Index cap rates as high as I've ever seen them, up in the 10, 12% range. We're also seeing a lot of nice bonus annuities being offered on the index side. So a great opportunity to get people moved out of underperforming assets and into higher returns. Great chance to get them taken care of and get everything moving along on that end. Any questions you have along the webinar here, you can go ahead and get those typed in. Probably keep this down to about 25 minutes or so in duration, and we'll keep things moving along as quickly as possible. I will be calling everyone after the meeting and going over any questions you may have, anything we may help you out with, any casework, any specifics you may need on a client. Be glad to get those taken care of for you. So we continue to offer our new business builders based on levels of production, and great way for you to take advantage of what we're offering here through IAMS. And this is mainly for indexed annuity premium. If you're doing MYGAs, the numbers would be 2 times what you're seeing here to hit the MYGA numbers you need to hit based on what we earn on those MYGA contracts. So not near as much as we do on the index side. $100,000 level up to $1 million, and you can pick cash, iPads, lead programs, a lot of different things you can choose from. Boss Radio Show, a lot of great stuff that we offer through IAMS here based on those new producer perks. We're also continuing to offer a referral program. You earn dollars based on referrals. You get a 20 basis point override on an indexed annuity premium, and you'll get a 10 basis point override on MYGAs. We also have market reimbursement. We put in a $100,000 premium, we'll get you $100 in market reimbursement. That's based on indexed annuity premium. We have a side account you can utilize. We do reimburse half your costs. So if you send in a bill for $1,000, you'll actually get $500 reimbursed based on that, so on and so forth. And I know we have agents that send us different receipts, different things all the time, and we consistently reimburse those. You have to have a minimum of $200 coming out to you to get reimbursed. So we require $400 in receipts for that market reimbursement. Do keep that in mind based on how that works. We also have a great back office team, great new business team, great creative team. Help you out with a lot of the day-to-day activities like following up on your cases, creating website development, emails, social media advertising. We can help you out with a lot of different things right now. And we've got a very experienced team here at IAMS, been doing business for over 35 years in the annuity space. So we really know how things work. We do have some new carriers we've come up with recently. Augustar, great new company. They have a 14% bonus on a 10-year contract. We also carry Ibexus, who has one of the best rates out there right now at 6.45% and available in most states, guaranteed for 5 years. Really a strong rate there. It's a great combination. We do see a big increase lately in the Firelight e-app system. More people using Firelight. We have over half our applications coming in via e-applications right now. A great combination. We have most of our carriers utilize Firelight. It is available on our website, the www.imsinc.com, and you can utilize that e-app program right on there on our site. The good thing about using our Firelight program is it automatically uploads to our HQ, which is our CRM we utilize for agents and clients. So really makes things work out well on that side. As I mentioned, our creative team, I got a great group of people on that side, help you out with business development. Maybe you're looking at redesigning your business cards, redoing your logo, doing brochures, maybe getting involved in social media advertising. They can really help you out with all sides, all avenues. And based on production, all that stuff is done for free through IMES, and a great way for you to expand your business and have us help you with those costs and help you out with that programming. We have a great website, the www.imesinc.com, available to you 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Great place to go to get the updated interest rates. We use Annuity Rate Watch. Really good place to go if you're looking for maybe the best 3-year rate guarantee in the state of Massachusetts. For an 88-year-old, you can plug that information in. It's going to give you the best companies with the best rates based on those situations. They also have a income comparison software program on there where you can plug in your client's information. They want to get income in 3 years. It's going to crank out the best income at the top, work its way down. You can see the carriers that have the best income payouts right now. It does fluctuate on a monthly basis. Really good tool to use on that site. So do keep that in mind. We also have a retirement analyzer software program. You can use that for client meetings. It's a great software package. Prints off some excellent reviews of where clients stand today for retirement, what they need to focus in on moving forward to have more money for, living needs, nursing home stays, whatever it might be they're looking at doing, maybe buying a Corvette and having enough money to do that, and also having money on the side to live as they wish moving forward. So a great combination there. We have a great team on the wealth management side. I know we have a number of people on that side that do a great job on that end of the business. We have a great group of marketers that can help guide you in different directions based on that end. We see a huge percentage of our top 30 agents that now have a Series 65 license. If you would like to get some more information from us on the wealth management side of IMES, I just send a poll out and you can mark off yes or no. And I'll have our specialist Duncan give you a call if you'd like to get more details on what we have available on that end. But again, we do have a great group of people that work on that side of the business. And if you do have some interest in getting more involved, they'll help you out with your testing, follow up, what platforms are available for clients for investing. Really a top-notch situation there. Again, if you do have interest, you can mark off yes on the poll I just launched. We'd be glad to have you on board for that, and glad to move forward based on that. I'll go ahead and get this closed up here in about 10 seconds. But if you do have interest in the wealth management side, I'd be glad to have one of our specialists give you a call. I know the market's been very up and down this year. We're seeing a lot more business flowing into fixed rate annuities and index plans with guarantees, and we know that business is way up based on what it offers. So definitely a great combination there. We do continue to offer our 2-day academies. We do have one coming up in probably the beginning of next year. If you would like to get information on future academies, I'm gonna launch another poll right now. We'd be glad to get that over to you. We have really good speakers that come in, home office personnel, go over the hot topics that are being sold in the market. When you come into the meeting, you'll go out with some great sales ideas. We do a top producer roundtable where you can bounce ideas off of them. But if you do have interest in coming out in 2024, we'll be announcing some of the dates coming up in the next few months. Probably do our first meeting sometime in April or May. We typically don't do them really early in the year based on travel concerns with winter weather, we like to wait until April to do our first one typically. It just depends on scheduling if we can get that done in April, or we'll be in typically in May otherwise. Otherwise, if you do have interest in coming out to one of our meetings, mark off yes. Be glad to get you invited out to that. In the past, it has been in a all expense paid meeting. We take care of your travel expenses, your lodging, your food. Everything is taken care of on that end. A great combination. But again, if you would like to come out, we'll have some emails will be coming out at the beginning of 2024. You can lock in your reservation. You do have to be licensed with some of our companies, and we prefer you've done some business. So I'll also be selling out our CD replacement kit to everyone that got signed up today. Great information you can pull off for CDs versus annuities comparisons. You can look at interest rate table that converts what you make on a CD versus what you make on a annuity based on those rates. It's called the taxable equivalent chart. Really a good piece to utilize for yourself and your clients to figure out how much more they're going to make based on having deferred interest for taxation. And they're really a great combination right now based on that. We are going to be discussing a number of companies today. I'll be going over probably 10 to 12 companies based on what's some of the best rates we have in the market right now, what they're offering for liquidity, and what their rates are, short-term rates. We still see a lot of people doing 2 and 3 year contracts, which really baffles me. I'm not sure why you'd want to lock in some of the highest rates for such a short period of time. I'm much more on the 5, 7, and 10 year bandwagon. I know we have a 10-year rate right now with Equitrust, paying 6%, guaranteed all 10 years. We have a number of companies paying 5.5 and above on 5-year rate guarantees, and really a great combination right now on some of those shorter term contracts, lock in some really good rates and good opportunities for your clients to take advantage of these high rates we haven't seen since the 90s. So the first company to talk about is Americo. They have a 5-year contract. Initial interest rate's 5.55. You have a 10% free withdrawal starting immediately. Has a full death benefit, has nursing home and hospital waivers. Really a nice contract. Americo, a good company. Their service levels do take a little bit longer than most, but still have a very good interest rates based on that. So Nassau Re, one of our companies, is available at age 85 on a 5-year and 7-year contract. The higher interest rates are with no withdrawals. So you have a 5.6 rate on a 5-year, 5.7 on a 7-year with no free withdrawals. If you want free withdrawals, they do have lower interest rates. You're at 5.40 on a 5-year and 5.50 on a 7-year. If you want free withdrawals, you have 10% available years 2 plus. Full death benefit, min deposits 10 grand. It is a 30-day transition contract. So at the end of your initial period of time, if you decide not to move the money and leave it at Nassau, they'll renew it for another 5 or 7 years, depending on what you initially got in at. Great combination there. Good combo plan. We'll move on to Atlantic Coast Life, a very strong carrier. They have initial rate, typically a point higher than the 2nd-year rate. You can see their safe haven plan on the 5-year contract right now has a 6.55 interest rate 1st year. You have a 5.55 interest rate 2nd year. If you want to take out interest, it's a 5 basis points charge. If you want a 10% free withdrawal, the charge is 15 basis points. And then if you want a death benefit, they do charge a 25% or 25 basis point charge to have that on your contract. So they kind of a bare minimums, no with free withdrawals, not a full death benefit. You have higher interest rates. If you want to add those on, it does reduce your rates. So do keep that in mind. They also have a indexed annuity that has decent rates. Actually, rates are kind of much lower than most. So I would not look at Atlantic Coast on that contract for those kind of rates, but we do have other opportunities which are much higher. Sentinel is a kind of a sister company to Atlantic Coast. They have the same programs. Their best rates right now are a 5-year rate of 5.75, a very good interest rate. The highest rate we have anywhere is that rate. We have a 7-year rate of 5.60. These are compounded rates. And then we have a 10-year rate of 5.45. So decent rates. You can see that Florida and Minnesota do have slightly lower rates based on what they have to offer for MVAs and death benefits. But they also have reduced rates based on RMD requirements, 10% free withdrawals, terminal illness waivers, full death benefit feature. It is available up to age 90 in most states. It's available to age 80 in Oklahoma. And they do have a minimum premium of $2,500. So it does go to a lower deposit amount, but still a really strong combination there. Silac, a very strong company. We brought them on the last few years. Their rates are a little bit lower than most on their 2-year and 5-year rates. So we do have other options which are better than Silac right now. So do keep that in mind. Equitrust, a very strong carrier. They've got some of the best combinations of interest rates on commissions and interest to the client. They're actually doing a $500 additional cash bonus right now for e-applications that runs through the end of the year. So if you did a $10,000 choice 4 annuity, your client's going to earn 6.5% first year with the 5% base. Commission to age 80 is 5.5%, which is extremely strong on a 6-year contract. And it also has the additional $500 cash bonus on top of that 5.5% commission. So you can really make some great compensation there with Equitrust based on those payouts. Their 5-year rate right now is at 5.5%. They have a 3-year rate at 5.25%. That $500 e-app cash bonus is available on all their contracts, except for the bridge, which is their long-term care annuity. But on all the other contracts, that bonus is available. They do pay that on the 15th of the month following the month that your policy is issued. Really a great combination right now. So Fidelity and Guarantee, long-ranging company. We've had them available for years. You can see their 3-year rates of 5.35, their 5-year rates of 5.65, their 7 rates of 5.70. Commissions are full to age 79. If your client's between the ages of 80 and 90, they reduce their compensation by 50%. So you can see in a 5-year, typically they pay a 2% commission. If your client is older, they pay 1%. And a 7-year, they pay 2.25% at the lower ages. At the higher age, you're going to get 1.125. So good combination there with them. Clear Springs, a company that used to be Guggenheim. You can see they've got really good rates right now between 3 and 10 years. Their 3-year rates of 5.45. Their 10-year rates of 5.50 with rates in between. Want to make sure you are aware of that based on what's available with that carrier. Very strong company and really good interest rates based on those rates. Aspida, new carrier we've got, available to age 90. You got full compensation to age 80. You have a 2-year rate of 4.85, 3-year rate of 5.55, 5-year rate of 5.55, and a 7-year rate of 5.65. Good combination there right now, and very strong on that side of it. Ibexus, a new company we've come out with the last, I'd say 8 months, 12 months. They've got very good rates. You can see their rates are very high. 3-year rate right now is 6.05. These are simple interest rates, so they do not compound. So you put $100,000 in, and you have a 5-year contract. Your fixed rate's going to be making you $6,450 a year every year for 5 years. Now you decide to put some money into a triggered strategy, which they have on the index side. If the market is even or up, you make 8.5 on that 5-year contract. So really nice combination there. Issue ages are up to age 85 on a 3 and 5-year contract. The 7-year contract is issued to age 80. The rates I'm listing here for $100,000 and above, you do have 10% free withdrawals starting in the 2nd year. So good contract, very strong plan. Another good company we have is American Life. They have a plan called the Fusion. It has a 4.25 based interest rate. So you can make 4.25 no matter what. But if the S&P is up 25% or more during the 5 years you're in the contract, you're going to earn 7.02. So 5-year surrender charge, you have a chance to make up to over 7% rate, guaranteed for 5 years. You do have a 10% free withdrawal in the second year plus, and it does pay a 3% commission to age 80. That's for e-applications, very strong comp. They also have their American Classic 3 and 5-year contracts. Those are paying 5.4, guaranteed for 3 or 5 years. You have 10% available starting in year 2. Full death benefit, issue ages to age 90. They go down to $1,000 deposit, which is extremely low. So if you have a client that has a small amount of money they will put in, as long as it's $1,000 or more, you can utilize American Life. August Star is a company I mentioned earlier, the brand new carrier we have. It used to be Ohio National. They changed their name to August Star. They have 3, 5, and 7-year MYGAs. You can see the 3-year rate, 5.45, guaranteed for 3 years. It's $100,000 or more to get that rate. Available to age 92. They have a 5-year at 5.55. Available to age 90. 7-year rate of 5.45. Available to age 88. Something different about this carrier, they do allow a 12% free withdrawal starting in the 1st year. The only company I'm aware of that offers a higher than 10% withdrawal. It does have a full death benefit, all ages. Minimum deposit is $10,000, and they will take up to $2 million with no questions asked. So great combination with the Lunar Guard. As I mentioned, they also have the Orion Shield, which is an indexed annuity, 14% bonus, 10-year contract, pays a 7.25 commission. So August Star is very aggressive in the annuity space right now. We do see a lot of business going to them. Good carrier, very strong on their rates. So do keep that in mind. We also have presence on Facebook and LinkedIn. If you are participating in the social media sides of the market, we do have presence on both ends. We do some advertising on both sides, and anything you have questions on today's meeting, definitely give me a call. Be glad to help you out. I'm going to go ahead and launch one more poll here. If you'd like to get more information on any of the products we discussed today, you can mark off yes. Again, interest rates right now, the highest we've seen in 25 years. We have a 6% compounded rate guaranteed for 10 years. That's with Equitrust. We have a number of companies in the 5.5 to 5.75 range. I think we're going to see some more slight tick ups on rates going into November. Very interested to see if we end up with a 6% rate compounded guaranteed for 5 years. Be very interested to see if that happens. We should be right on the brink of that moving into November. But if we can get to 6% for 5 years, that is a fantastic rate. I still prefer going longer to 7 to 10 years. But if you can get 6% for any duration, which is guaranteed every year, really a strong combination. So again, if you do have interest in getting some information, mark off yes on the poll I just launched. I'll be glad to get some information out to you. We do have a really strong combination of plans right now. Very competitive. Our business this year is up 30%. So a lot of business coming in. A lot of people very scared in the market right now. Don't trust what's going on with this, what's going in that space. They want to get their money into safety. We see a ton of business on the sidelines in cash. So your client is making, almost nothing in their checking account or savings account at the bank when you used to look at these rates. So great combination right now. I do appreciate everyone being on today. Appreciate your time here this morning. Hopefully we can help you out with some business here before the end of the year. I know we're doing double credits right now for Athene business towards our trips. So if you have interest in qualifying for one of our trips, Athene business is the way to go here through the end of the year. Great way to get double points towards qualification. Great combination. So otherwise, everyone have a great week. Enjoy your Halloween next week. Appreciate all the business everyone's done with us here in 2023. We look forward to a very strong finish to this year and look forward to a prosperous year into 2024. Otherwise, everyone have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.